There, all good with me.
We're dropping hot.
We should check out over there. We should check out over there.
Blood. It's been eliminated. Evo harvesters are now available.
Ring's close. 45 seconds.
Map show will spread out a bit much.
"30 seconds to get inside that ring."
Stop that. Energy ammo.
Shield. Reloading.
In progress.
Reloading. That one's down.
Care package is coming in. Big things in that.
I leveled up. Let's break a few spines to celebrate. Last one's finished. They're all dead now.
Good kid.
Recharging shield.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Upgraded. Hungry to test it out. Optics here. Mid-range. Looky here. My ultimate is ready. Fully enhanced killing machine. Huh. Feels like we're soulmates. Knockdown shield here. Level 2. Optics here. Close range.
Alright, let's go.
Care package over there. Ultimate accelerant here. Optics here. Close range. Care package over here. Ooh, maxed out my upgrades. Optics here. Close range. I've upgraded. Let's put it to the test. Could be fresh blood over there. I want it now. Find me a backpack. Long way to the ring. Heavy ammo here.
I'm ready. You're ready. Got a replicator coming down.
Someone's been through there already. Optics here. Mid-range. Throwing a thermite.
Rings closing in one.
Half the squads are already dead. Shame. Saw someone over here. Rings far. 45 seconds. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. Barrel stabilizer here. Level 3.
In progress.
Getting
syntax. Dungeon master.
Just a thought, we could land here. Just a thought, we could land here.
You might be of use to me yet. Time to kill. Skin suit over there.
Attention. Round 1.
The weapon is enhanced, and to think they feared me before.
1 minute until close. Rings no.
Attention. Evo harvesters are online.
I want heavy ammo.
Shot! So right here, right in front of me. Broken enemy shield.
भाई मेरे पास तो ammo भी नहीं है.
Being shot at. Rude. Smart bullets struck true. I wish your me would have let you rot. Get down to gain, and I still...
Arcstar out. I leveled up. Let's break a few spines to celebrate.
package being delivered.
Does your generation usually require this level of assistance? Fields.
Upgraded. Hungry to test.
Need a moment to heal.
Optics here. Close range. Heavy arsenal here. Nice.
What do they have yards?
My ultimate's ready. Could be fresh blood over there. Laser sight here. Level 2.
Crafting. Rather calming. I need an extended light mag. Sniper mag here. Level 3.
It's mine. Don't touch it.
Let's go.
There's a sheep free here.
Standard stock here. Level 1. Optics here. Mid-range. Let's regroup. Shield battery here.
On second thoughts. No.
Got an Evo harvester here. Yes.
Let's go.
Heavy arsenal here, if you're looking to cause some real destruction. We're not the first ones who've been here.
Send in a decoy.
A fully enhanced weapon doesn't get any better than this.
Alright, we're done. Yeah.
Someone's out there.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
Can't escape.
Throwing through my grenade. Throwing out stock. Broken enemy. Throwing out stock. Could use some help.
Someone's got a death wish. 45 seconds. Rings nearby.
This way.
Whole squad's taking. You're better off dead, but I could use the cover. Taking fire. One down. Someone's here.
अरे
Give my
भाई
shield to
नहीं
recharge.
भाई। अरे भाई गंदा कर
Getting shot. I'm down. Enemy out there. Someone's here.
Think of your greatest fears.
फोर मैचेस हैं यार रेवेनेंट से। मुझे लगा 2 ही हैं। बहुत ही कॉमेडी इसके नहीं तो।
No humanity here. Death.
सोलो ट्रियो करूँगा, थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा हो जाएगा ये तो।
Introducing your champion.
सर्वर भी डाउन है तो भाई एपेक्स ही खेलना पड़ेगा।
Land there if you know it's good for you.
ऐसे मेरा गो टू लोड आउट
A fully enhanced weapon. Doesn't get any better than this. The next ring's far.
Attention.
बट अभी इस गेम में स्नाइप भी
60 seconds. I need to move.
Evo harvesters are now available.
I've got 45 to get to the ring.
Ooh, nice. Keep this.
New kill leader appointed.
Wingman here.
In progress.
यार समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
Alternator here.
ये बिग शील्ड तो यहाँ पे भी था. सॉरी शील्ड बैट पे कहीं बताइए थी. Sniper longbow. Yep.
A fully enhanced weapon. Doesn't get any better than this.
साइड जाना है. हाँ मैं एक ही जगह पे गोल गोल घूम रहा हूँ. एक सेकंड में मर जाऊँगा. पूरा स्क्वाड आ गया तो. आवाज कम करो ना थोड़ी.
Sniper arsenal over here.
Round 2. Beginning ring.
Rings far. Replicator incoming. Like I need the help. You can't escape. So many more to kill, and I only have a minute to get in the ring.
अरे भाई हे भगवान
No humanity
Real men design sites? I use heavy artillery.
The games are anything but that, if your eyes are open.
This is your champion.
क्या यार
Forget
Apex
that.
पे कोई
This is a good LZ.
drop there.
Heard that.
ओ भाई जंप भी करा रहा
And hang on.
I want your heart. I can slice it up for a snack. Could be fresh. Never mind that. Enemy over there. We should check out over there.
One. Beginning ring countdown.
We're inside the ring. Got a positional advantage.
Fully enhanced killing machine. Huh. Feels like we're soulmates.
Let's go.
Shotgun bolt here. Level 3. We're in the ring, which means they're coming to us.
Laser sight here. Level 1.
Care package.
A fully enhanced weapon. Doesn't get any better than this. Dibs. Extended heavy mag here. Gold tier. Weapon supply bin here. Who doesn't love options? Sniper stock here. Weapon supply
अरे
bin
इसको
here.
खोलना भाई.
Who doesn't love options? Weapon supply bin here. Who doesn't love options?
अरे क्या वहाँ चुप ले रहे भाई.
Knockdown shield here. Level 2. Energy arsenal here. We should check out over there.
Half gone, half left.
Optics here. Sniper. I see a target in the distance. A broken enemy shield. Reloading. Charging shields.
New kill leader. Watch your six.
Let's crawl over there.
Reloading.
Skin back, right over here.
Mid.
Spotting target here. Someone's out there. Right here. Don't revive me now. It's not safe for me.
Getting shot at.
Let's check out over there.
Yeesh. नए लेजेंड से खेल के देखते हैं. Okay. Grind.
Shove you.
Argue with programming.
Nice.
Introducing your champion.
Just shit will be waiting for you down there.
Got a good feeling about this area. Oh, ready up. I have a feeling someone's watching me.
An opponent drop near me? This is gonna be good. Stick with me. I always find my mark.
Crafting.
Attention. First blood.
Sure.
हाँ भाई मैं
Throwing thermite grenade. Throwing hot star. Thermite grenade out. Throwing hot star.
Perfetto. 45 seconds, and we're right next to the ring. Watch out, enemy here. Opening fire. Chucking an arc star. Frag out. They're shooting at us. Enemy here.
I cracked a skin search shield. Pick me up.
Deal damage, marks with weapon. NBR क्या है भाई? गेम फ्रीज हो गया है मेरा. गेम फ्रीज. चलो भाई, आई एम टेकिंग अ लंच ब्रेक. तब तक आप लोगों के लिए क्रीपी पास्ता बैकग्राउंड में चला के जा रहा हूँ. हाँ,
The third message was just breathing. Heavy, panicked breathing for 37 seconds, then the line went dead. By the time I got out of my meeting and listened to my voicemails, Sophie was already dead. Car accident on Via dei Cappuccini, less than a mile from the Vatican. She'd been driving fast, witnesses said, like she was running from something. The police called it an accident. Single vehicle collision with a stone wall. No skid marks, no evidence of mechanical failure. Just a 26-year-old woman who suddenly drove straight into a wall at 60 miles per hour. I knew Sophie better than that. She was careful, methodical. She double-checked everything, wore her seatbelt religiously, never drove angry or distracted. The Sophie I raised didn't have accidents. The funeral was small. Sophie's mother had died when she was 12, and I was the only family she had left. A few colleagues from the archives, some friends from university. Father Benedetti gave a nice eulogy about Sophie's dedication to preserving history. After everyone left, Father Benedetti pulled me aside. "Your daughter was working on something unusual before she died," he said. "A document classification project in Sub-Level C." "What kind of documents?" "Medieval manuscripts, theological texts from the 13th century. She'd been assigned to organize a collection that hadn't been properly cataloged." "Did she find something?" Father Benedetti looked uncomfortable. "There were some irregularities in her final reports. References to documents that don't officially exist in our inventory." "What kind of documents?" "Cartographic materials, maps." I went back to my apartment and drank half a bottle of wine while listening to Sophie's voicemails again. That scared tone in her voice, the way she said she'd found something she wasn't supposed to see. The breathing in the final message. 3 days later, I used my consulting credentials to gain access to the Vatican archives. I'd been working as a historical consultant for various Catholic institutions for 15 years. My specialty was medieval manuscripts, specifically theological texts from the Crusades period. The Vatican had hired me a dozen times to authenticate documents and provide historical context for their collections. My credentials got me into the main archive levels, but Sub-Level C required special permission. I told the guard I was following up on Sophie's final project, verifying some irregularities Father Benedetti had mentioned. He checked his log and waved me through. Sub-Level C was older than the levels above it. Stone walls instead of modern construction, fluorescent lights that hummed and flickered. The air smelled like old parchment and something else. Something organic that had been dead for a long time. Sophie's workstation was exactly as she'd left it. A desk covered with manila folders, a computer that was still logged into the archive database, and a stack of photocopied documents held down with a paperweight shaped like St. Peter's Basilica. I sat in her chair and opened the first folder. The documents were medieval maps. Not the kind historians usually study, with kingdoms and trade routes and carefully drawn coastlines. These were different. Theological maps. Diagrams of spiritual realms that medieval scholars believed existed parallel to the physical world. Most of them were standard stuff. Maps of purgatory based on Dante's writings. Crude diagrams of the celestial spheres. Artistic interpretations of the Garden of Eden. The kind of thing you'd expect to find in a 13th century monastery library. But the last folder contained something different. The map was drawn on vellum that looked genuinely ancient. Not a copy or reproduction, but an original document from sometime around 1280. The ink was faded but still legible, written in a mixture of Latin and symbols I didn't recognize. At the top of the map, someone had written, "The True Map of Hell," in Latin. Unlike the other theological maps, this one was incredibly detailed. Not metaphorical or artistic, but practical. Geographic. It showed terrain features, elevation markers, what looked like roads or pathways. In the margins, someone had written notes about temperatures, atmospheric conditions, travel times between different locations. This wasn't a theological exercise. This was a travel guide. I photographed every page of Sophie's notes. Her handwriting was neat and careful, documenting each map with academic precision. She translated portions of the Latin text, cross-referenced the symbols with other medieval sources, even attempted to create a timeline for when the maps were created. But her final note was different. Written in pen instead of pencil, The handwriting rushed and uneven. The coordinates match. Physical locations in Rome. The map is real. I spent the rest of the day in the archive basement, reading Sophie's research. She'd been trying to prove that the medieval map wasn't theological fiction. She'd found coordinates embedded in the Latin text and discovered they corresponded to actual locations in modern Rome. According to Sophie's notes, the map showed 7 entry points into hell, 7 physical locations where the boundary between worlds was thin enough to cross. 6 of them were marked as sealed or guarded, but the 7th was marked as open door. The coordinates for the open door led to an address I recognized, the basement of a church called St. Joseph of the Carpenters, less than 2 miles from where I was sitting. I left the archives at closing time and walked through Rome in the evening light. Tourists crowded around the Pantheon, taking photos and buying souvenirs. Street vendors sold postcards and rosaries. Normal people living normal lives, completely unaware that somewhere beneath their feet was supposedly a doorway to hell. St. Joseph of the Carpenters was a small church tucked between a restaurant and a souvenir shop, the kind of place tourists walked past without noticing. I tried the front door, but it was locked. A sign in Italian and English said the church was closed for renovation. I walked around to the back and found a delivery entrance. The lock was old, the kind I'd learned to pick during my college years when I was studying in libraries that stayed locked after hours. It took me 3 minutes to get inside. The church was dark except for emergency lighting. Scaffolding covered the altar area, and plastic sheeting hung from the ceiling. Renovation wasn't a lie, but it also provided perfect cover for someone who wanted to explore without being disturbed. I found the basement entrance behind a door marked "Staff Only" in Italian. Stone steps led down into darkness that felt older than the church above. I used my phone's flashlight to navigate, counting steps the way Sophie had taught me when we used to explore caves during her childhood. 23 steps down, the basement opened into a room that didn't match the church's architecture. The walls were older, rougher, Roman stonework instead of medieval construction. This basement predated the church by centuries. In the center of the room was a well, not a water well. The opening was too wide, the stones around the edge carved with symbols that matched the ones on Sophie's map. I shined my light down into it and saw stone steps spiraling into darkness that seemed to absorb the light. Next to the well was a modern folding table with a laptop computer and several printed documents. Someone else had been here recently. Someone who knew about the map. I opened the laptop. It was password protected, but the screensaver showed a photo of Sophie at her desk in the Vatican archives. My daughter's computer, the one she'd been using the night she died. I knew Sophie's passwords. She'd been using variations of the same theme since high school, combinations of our dog's name and significant dates. It took me 4 tries to get in. The desktop was organized with typical Sophie efficiency. Folders labeled by date, research projects sorted alphabetically, everything backed up in multiple locations. But there was a new folder I didn't recognize, Descent Protocol. I opened it and found detailed preparations for a journey. Camping equipment specifications, temperature charts, atmospheric readings from various depths underground, lists of supplies, rope, flashlights, water purification tablets, emergency flares, medical supplies, antibiotics, pain medication, bandages. Sophie had been planning to go down into that well. Her research notes filled in the gaps. She'd found historical accounts of people who'd used the map to enter hell and return. Medieval pilgrims mostly. A few scholars. One account from 1634 described a Jesuit priest who descended to retrieve a colleague's soul and came back 3 days later with detailed observations about hellish geography. According to the accounts, hell wasn't what most people imagined. No lakes of fire or demons with pitchforks. It was a physical place with terrain and climate and natural laws. Dangerous, yes. Hostile to human life. But navigable if you knew what you were doing and came prepared. Sophie had been preparing. Her supply list was thorough, practical. She'd researched survival techniques for extreme environments, studied accounts of deep cave exploration, even taken a wilderness first aid course. The girl who'd been afraid of horror movies her entire life had been planning to walk into hell. I understood why now. Sophie wasn't just a researcher. She was my daughter, and she'd inherited my stubborn need to understand things that didn't make sense. When she found a map that claimed to show the way to hell, she couldn't just file it away and forget about it. She had to know if it was real. But something had scared her off. Something had made her call me 3 times, made her drive fast through Rome like she was being chased. I scrolled through her browser history and found searches for Vatican security, archive surveillance, and how to tell if you're being followed. In the days before her death, Sophie had become paranoid. She'd suspected someone was watching her. Her final computer entry was a voice memo, recorded the night she died. "Dad, if you're hearing this, it means I'm dead and you found my research. I'm sorry I didn't tell you what I was working on. I wanted to be sure before I got you involved. The map is real. I've confirmed the coordinates, cross-referenced the historical accounts, even found modern testimonies from people who've made the descent. Hell is a physical place, and there's a way to get there from Rome. But I think someone at the Vatican knows I've figured this out. Someone's been following me, moving my files around. I'm scared they're going to kill me to keep this secret. If something happens to me, finish what I started. The supplies are hidden in storage unit 47 at Roma Self-Storage. The key is taped under my desk drawer. Find the truth, Dad. For both of us." The recording ended with Sophie starting to say something else, then the sound of a car door slamming and an engine starting. The timestamp matched the time of her accident. I sat in that basement for an hour, staring at the well and thinking about my daughter. Sophie had been afraid for her life, but she'd still prepared for a journey into hell. She'd known the risks and accepted them because she needed to know the truth. I'd spent my career studying medieval manuscripts, analyzing historical claims, separating fact from fiction. But I'd always done it safely, from the comfort of libraries and university offices. Sophie had found something that demanded more than academic analysis. She'd found something that required courage. I climbed back up to the church and drove to the storage facility. Unit 47 contained everything Sophie had purchased for her planned descent. Professional-grade camping equipment, enough supplies for a week underground, emergency beacons, waterproof containers, even a Geiger counter for measuring radiation levels. My practical, careful daughter had been planning to walk into hell alone. I loaded everything into my rental car and drove back to St. Joseph of the Carpenters. It was past midnight now, the streets empty, except for a few tourists stumbling home from bars. I parked in an alley behind the church and carried Sophie's supplies down to the basement. The well waited in the center of the room, dark and patient. According to the map, the stone steps spiraled down for 300 meters before reaching the first waypoint. After that, the path branched into different regions, each with its own climate and hazards. I'd studied the medieval accounts. Most described hell as a series of concentric circles, like Dante's poem, but geographically real. The outer circles were merely unpleasant, cold, dark, inhabited by minor demons who were more annoying than dangerous. The inner circles were progressively worse, with increasing temperatures, atmospheric toxicity, and hostile creatures. But the accounts also described something else: souls. Human souls trapped in various regions, serving sentences for their earthly crimes. Some could be reasoned with, even helped. A few could be rescued and returned to the surface. Sophie hadn't just wanted to explore hell. She'd wanted to help people. I strapped on the climbing harness Sophie had bought and attached my rope to an anchor point she'd installed in the stone floor. The rope was rated for far more weight than I'd ever put on it, but Sophie had been thorough. She'd planned for every contingency except getting murdered by Vatican agents before she could make the descent. I clicked on my headlamp, and looked down into the well one more time. The stone steps disappeared into blackness that my light couldn't penetrate. According to the map, I had about 6 hours before sunrise. Enough time to reach the first waypoint and confirm whether Sophie's research was accurate. Enough time to learn if hell was real. I started climbing down. The stone steps were older than anything I'd ever touched, worn smooth by centuries of feet, carved with symbols that hurt to look at directly. My headlamp beam revealed maybe 10 feet ahead, beyond that just darkness that seemed to eat light. I counted steps as I descended. 100, 200. The temperature dropped steadily, and the air grew thick with a mineral smell like old blood. At step 240, my ears popped from pressure change. At step 300, the stairs ended. I stood on a stone platform in a cavern so large my light couldn't find the walls. The silence was absolute. No echo when I shifted my weight, no sound of water dripping or air moving. Just the kind of silence that makes you aware of your own heartbeat. I consulted Sophie's map. According to her notes, this was the threshold, the boundary between the physical world and hell proper. From here, 7 paths led deeper into the earth, each corresponding to different regions, the medieval accounts described as circles. I could see 3 of the paths in my headlamp beam, carved tunnels leading into darkness, each marked with symbols that matched Sophie's translations. The path of the wrathful, the path of the envious, the path of the gluttonous. Sophie's research indicated the safest route was the path of the wrathful. Counterintuitive, maybe, but the angry dead were easier to deal with than the others. They fought directly, honestly. The envious were manipulative. The gluttonous were never satisfied. But the wrathful just wanted to hit something. I checked my supplies one more time. Water, food, first aid kit, emergency flares, and the most important item according to the medieval accounts, a compass blessed by the Pope. Sophie had somehow acquired one from a Vatican collection, a medieval artifact that allegedly always pointed toward the surface. The tunnel sloped downward at a steep angle. My boots slipped on stones that were slick with condensation. The walls narrowed until I had to duck, then widened into another chamber. This one was occupied. 3 figures stood in the center of the space, facing each other in a triangle. They might have been human once, but centuries underground had changed them. Their skin was gray and leathery, their clothes rotted to rags. They were arguing about something in a language I didn't recognize. I approached carefully. According to the accounts, hellish inhabitants fell into 2 categories: demons, which were hostile to all living things, and souls, which retained some human reasoning. The trick was figuring out which was which before they tried to kill you. "Excuse me," I said in English. All 3 turned toward me. Their eyes were solid black, but they moved with human curiosity rather than predatory hunger. Souls, not demons. The nearest one spoke in accented English. "A living man. How long has it been since we've seen a living man?" "I don't know. What year did you die?" 1862. The Battle of Antietam. I was a Union soldier." He gestured to his companions. "Marie died in the French Revolution. Giuseppe during the plague years in Venice. That's over a century ago for you, about 2 centuries for them." The soldier nodded. "Time moves differently here. We've been having the same argument for decades about whether the war is over." The Civil War ended in 1865. The Union won. Relief flooded the soldier's face. "Thank God. I told them Lincoln would see it through." He looked at me with desperate hope. "Are you here to take us home?" I thought about Sophie's voice memo, her plan to help trapped souls. "Maybe. I'm looking for information first. Have you seen other living people down here? Priests mostly. They come through every few decades, always heading deeper. Most don't come back." "When was the last one?" Marie spoke up in French accented English. 3 months ago, perhaps 4. A young woman with dark hair. She carried equipment like yours. Sophie, she'd made it this far. Did she say where she was going? Deeper, to the circle of violence, she said, looking for someone. Did she find them? Giuseppe shook his head. She never came back. I felt something cold settle in my stomach. Sophie hadn't just been exploring hell. She'd been looking for someone specific. Someone in the circle of violence. Can you show me the way she went? The soldier pointed to a tunnel I hadn't noticed, narrower than the others and marked with symbols that looked like weapons. That leads to the violent dead, but living men shouldn't go there. The things in that circle remember how to kill. I have to find her. The woman? She's dead, friend. No one goes to the circle of violence and comes back. Her body was found in Rome, in a car accident. The three souls exchanged glances. Marie spoke carefully. Bodies can be moved, souls can be trapped. If your friend went deep enough, she might have found something that didn't want her to leave. I thought about Sophie's car accident. No skid marks, no mechanical failure. Like she'd been compelled to drive into that wall. How do I get to the circle of violence? Follow that tunnel for an hour. When you reach the river of blood, you'll need to find a ferryman. They don't work for free. I thanked them and headed for the tunnel. Behind me, the soldier called out, "If you make it back to the surface, tell them the war is over. Tell them we did our duty." The path of violence was different from the tunnel I'd used to reach the threshold. Warmer, with a red tint to the air that made my headlamp beam look pink. The walls were carved with scenes of battle, torture, warfare throughout history. Medieval knights fighting crusades, Roman gladiators, modern soldiers with rifles and tanks. I walked for what felt like hours. The tunnel branched occasionally, but I followed Sophie's map and the compass that always pointed back toward the surface. The air grew thicker, harder to breathe, with a metallic taste that reminded me of old pennies. Then I heard water. The tunnel opened onto a riverbank. Not a normal river, but a flow of liquid that was dark red and moved too slowly to be water. The smell was unmistakable. Blood. An entire river of blood flowing through hell. On the far bank stood a city, medieval architecture, but built on an impossible scale. Towers that stretched up into darkness, bridges spanning chasms, walls that rose and fell like frozen waves. Lights flickered in windows, and I could hear sounds of combat echoing from the streets. The city of violence, where the souls of murderers, tyrants, and warmongers spent their eternities fighting endless battles. A boat approached from upstream. The ferryman was humanoid, but clearly not human. Too tall, too thin, with skin that looked like polished obsidian. He wore robes that might have been black, or might have been the absence of color entirely. "Passage across the river," he said in a voice like grinding stone. "What do you offer?"
Yo. We are back.
I've seen it all. Nothing surprises me.
Introducing your champion.
Hey, let's land there.
Okay.
Land there. Should interest me.
See.
I'm going there.
Countdown.
Already in the next ring? Time for a gelato? I'm kidding. Sort of.
Our target are now
Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
A new kill leader. We have our target.
Prowler SMG here. This weapon is somehow even more beautiful than before. Extended energy mag. Energy ammo here.
Extended light magazine here. Extended.
Save that for me, please.
Attention. Delivering package.
Coming in.
I've got an enemy here just begging. Oh, get in. I broke an opponent's shield. Reloading. I'm down. Nobody. Opponent right here. Watch out. Enemy here. Come back when it's safe. Watch out. Enemy here.
Thermite out. Releasing an arc star. I've been snared. Frag out. Under fire. Reloading. Recharging shield.
I downed an enemy. This time I'm down. Hostile right here. Don't revive me. You're in danger.
The enemy is moving in.
Squad wipe का मत करो इसको।
Introducing your champion.
This might be a good place to land. Nice below.
If you feel someone is following you, it's too late. I'm already there. There's a mark out there in the distance. Weapon supply bin over here. Alternator here.
Next ring's far. Not for me, but there for you.
Attention. First blood.
Extended energy mag here. Gold tier.
Yo, cracked an enemy shield.
The ring is far. Closing in one. Andiamo, ragazzi. Boom, tracker set. The enemy shield is broken. We've got 45 before the ring closes. Tracker out. Tracking an enemy.
Yo, cracked an enemy shield.
Shield core here. Level 1. And shotgun bolt here. Level 3. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3.
Extended heavy mag mag here. Level 3.
Care package being delivered.
Sniper arsenal here. And let me know if you'd like any bow check lesson. Ultimate accelerant here. Knockdown shield here. Level 2.
It's go time!
Hey, I found a sniper arsenal here. Optics here, close range. Extended enemy sniper stock here, level 1.
Going in. Wide open. Stinger. I'm down.
Tracker scanning. Arc star out. Hey, they're shooting at me.
लूटने में ज़्यादा बिजी हो जाता है।
If you come for my team, I'll hunt you down and kill you dead. Okay, let's have fun out there.
This is your champion.
Jump master here, ready to hit that bullseye. Not telling you what to do, but that's a great landing zone. We're in this together, amici! Let's go! If you feel someone is following you, it's too late. I'm already there. Got an enhanced weapon, ready to use it.
Attention, Evo harvesters are online.
Havoc here.
Movement in progress.
Nice, already in the next ring. Time for a gelato? No, I'm kidding. Sort of. Extended sniper mag here, level 1. Let's scout this area. Got an enhanced weapon, ready to use it.
Following an enemy weapon. Then use the
Hey, found a medkit here. Extended energy mag here, level 2. Extended heavy mag here, level 3. Sniper arsenal here, and let me know if you'd like any Bochek lessons. Barrel stabilizer here, level 2.
new kill leader than me.
Got an enhanced weapon, ready to use it. I need a backpack. Per favore e grazie. Jump tower over there. Time to fly. Non c'è di che. Extended energy mag here. Level 3.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown.
Ah, good news. We're already in the next ring.
Attention.
Closed door here.
Delivering locator.
Optics here. Mid-range. Ultimate accelerant here.
Backpack here. Gold tier.
I want that. Per favore. I'll be watching this area if you need me. Boom! Tracker set. Optics here. Sniper. Good news! We're already in the next ring. This weapon is somehow even more beautiful than before. Enemy healing up over here.
Attention. Delivering.
Target scanned and tracked. Oh, new supplies dropping. I could use more stuff. Hey, got a target here. Different opponent. New level. Let's move there. Andiamo. Oh, getting shot at.
Kill leader eliminated.
Upgraded and ready to fight to the death. Stinger out. Hey, you're shooting at me.
Attention. There is a
एक सेकंड के लिए नहीं देगा तो निपटा दिया। नेक्स्ट असॉल्ट में से खुलवाओ। ये बढ़िया है। फ्यूज इसकी स्किन नहीं है तो अच्छी। वेलकम टू द चैनल ब्रो। जो भी देख रहा है चैट नहीं हेलो
I am with you, and you are with me. And today, we fight.
I know where we want to be. Follow me.
Spent gunpowder. Smells like victory.
This is your champion.
This is a good LZ. Drop, shock, and rock! Hostile over there. Nice. Weapons looking fine.
First blood.
First blood.
Round one.
Rings far. Oscar Mike. Rings close. P2020 here. I grew up with one of these.
Attention. Evo harvesters are online.
Longbow here. Sniper stock here. Level 2.
Warning. Ring closing.
Heads up. The ring's moving.
तो आरी 45 लेके जा रहा हूँ जो
Sniper arsenal here. Good for taking down tangos across the map. Enemy shields. Fuck. New level means I've got a new upgrade. Having smoke. New kill leader. Call him if you spot him. 1 second. We got this. 5 generations of IMC military training in my blood, and that's what you show up with? Fire!
Void running.
Down to target. Throwing arc star. Throwing arc star. Throwing a frag. Pop in the chimney. Reloading. Nice. Champions out. Meatloaf's having one hell of a day.
Whole squad's down. We made the right choices.
Upgrades waiting, Anita.
Taking a moment to heal.
Got my upgrade. Shields are low. Need to recharge. Don't want to get caught off guard. Give my shields a recharge. Watch my back.
Marking our surroundings.
Weapon supply bin here. Look twice. Extra compartment. Found some extra supplies here. Time to stock up. Let's reposition here. Looking for sniper optics. Let's check out this area. Enemy spotted.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown. Replicator being delivered.
Reloading. Target over there. Top in the chimney. Oh, painless, knocking at the door.
Give me sight.
Off the bike.
1 minute remains. The ring is
Reloading. Frag out. Pop in the chimney.
close.
Incoming.
Getting shot at. Boy jumping.
Divide.
Tango near me. I'm down. Hostile. Danger close.
10 seconds. The ring is close.
Hostile. Right here.
Kita ilalagay ko na match. एपेक्स फोर्टनाइट का सर्वर डाउन नहीं होता तो एपेक्स शायद नहीं खेलता मैं, क्योंकि फोर्टनाइट में वीबक्स मिशन भी था। देखिए फोर्टनाइट का सर्वर स्टेटस। ओके ऑनलाइन, सर्वर्स आर बैक ऑनलाइन। वीबक्स मिशन हट तो नहीं गया, हो सकता हट भी गया हो। $25 Stonewood में, we'll see.
Get ready to stitch him up.
Speed isn't life. It just makes life go faster.
Starting में हॉस्टल से भी बहुत खिलाऊंगा।
Introducing your champion.
Let's see how impressive you truly are. I'm the jump master. Not my.
How kind of you to roll out the red carpet.
Let's touch down here. Hold on tight. It's time to drop shock. Drop shock and rock.
Before even taking a step. Round one.
Got extra supplies here. A prepared soldier is a living soldier. Good work. We're inside the next ring.
I got an enhanced weapon. Smile and save. Evo harvesters are now available.
Gotta hop up here. Select fire. Gives you better fire options at range.
At the next ring. Care package being delivered. Something at Mach 1. Smile on
Light
my
arsenal
face.
here. Got an extended sniper mag here. Level 3. Heavy arsenal here. New kill leader. If they're getting cocky, they're getting sloppy. Got a hop up here. Gun shield generator. Heavy arsenal here. Slow to roll, but they hit hard. Spitfire here. Get the extended mag and you're a solid base of fire. Leveled up. Better lock down and upgrade. Got my upgrade, ladies. Half the squads are left. Backpack here. Level 2. Optics here. Sniper. Weapon enhanced. Ain't that pretty? Energy ammo here. Energy ammo here. Standard stock here. Shield battery here.
Attention, delivering replicator.
Replicator touching down. First in a hole. Got a hop up here. Gun shield. Sniper stock here. Level 3. One minute. Rings nearby.
To go. Fortune.
Weapon enhanced. Ain't that pretty? Weapon supply bin here. Look twice. Extra compartment. Ring aim far. Half of one.
It's close.
Ring's moving. Hustle up.
One's here. Eyes peeled for bogeys. Incoming care package. Pro tip. Testing something at Mach 1. It's on your map. Let's check that quadrant. We should cruise over there.
Heard that.
Round 3. Loot bin restocking complete.
First in a hold.
Counting down from 60 and the ring's close by.
Optics here. Sniper. Always better than iron sights.
Fortunately, radar shows the ring's...
Smoke out. Hostile. Danger close. Ring aim far. Half of one. An enemy. Fire. Down to target. Five generations of IMC military training in my blood, and that's what you show up with?
We're outside the ring. Move, unless you want to get barbecued.
Healing. Watch my back. They got me! I'm down!
Time to face the truth. Maybe this isn't the world for you.
We should head that way. Hold up.
Zone में loot करेगा. साले कुछ नहीं, इवेंट के नाम पे ये खरीदो आते हैं. ये पैक्स खरीदो, एक्सक्लूसिव लूट मिलेगी. गन्स अच्छे हैं इस गेम के बट
You come for me.
No matter what,
I'll
we
hunt
get
you
each other
down
home.
and kill you.
Okay, let's have fun out there.
I've seen it all. Nothing surprises me.
Introducing your champion.
No such thing as auto-aim, ladies. Sounding reveille. I'm the jump master. Let's land here. Hold on tight. It's time to drop. Yeah!
Ready?
Attention. Round 1.
Nice. Weapons looking fine.
Blood. Should have seen.
Good food. We're all seeing the next ring.
Evo harvesters are now available.
Up in the chimney.
Warning. Ring in progress.
We're inside the ring. One less thing to worry about. Care package incoming. Let's get to the LZ. New kill leader. Call him if you spot him.
मैं लूँ क्या उसको
Zip line over there. Ultimate's off cooldown. Who wants to see it? Let's check out that area. Nice. Weapons looking fine. Longbow here. A marksman's best friend.
Half the squad's
Standard stock here. Level 1. Heavy arsenal here. Slow to roll, but they hit hard. Nice. Weapons looking fine. Extended heavy mag here. Level 2.
Crafting, un momento, per favore.
Got extra supplies here. A prepared soldier is a living soldier. Backpack here. Level 2.
Attention.
Replicator, dropping in.
Ultimate accelerant here. Great for a tactical advantage.
Tracker duct out. Enemy there. Game on, raga.
Solid copy. Up in the chimney. Oh, painless, knocking at the door. Giving him the chimney. Eating lead! Got an upgrade. Moving out.
We've got...
Portal.
Spotted. Double time it. Off the mic. I'm spotted. Reloading.
Portal's ready.
Watch out. Enemy here.
Let's go this way. One sec. Using my Phoenix kit. Let's displace there.
Heads up.
Got a live one out there. Double timing it. Up in the chimney. Smoke. I'm down. Tango near me. Down. Contact. On my marker. Safety's off, folks. Enemies here.
Replicate stalking complete.
Using a Phoenix kit.
Replicator incoming.
Putting up a heat shield.
Pretty close. Care package over there. Healing up. Eyes are open now.
Healing. Watch my back.
Firing. Enemy shield.
Ring ain't far. Half of one.
Spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Down to target. Taking a knee. Patching up.
Healing.
Reloading.
Tango killed.
Care package being delivered.
Backpack here. Level 3. I'm spotted. Top in the chimney. Spotted. Double timing it. Got company out there. Eat lead. Spotted. Double timing it. I'm down. Need a medic. Enemy spotted.
Un momento, por favor. Replicator incoming.
That's a portal.
We got this.
Healing. Watch my back.
What's up over here?
Heard that. Give me a sec.
Making contact.
Moving in the chimney. Heads up. Dropping the pain.
Firing.
Throwing thermite. Throwing thermite. Throwing thermite. Throwing a frag. Moving in the chimney.
Need to recharge my shield.
Shields.
Pop in the chimney. I'm at max level. Time to bring the hurt. Upgrades locked and loaded. Spotted. Double timing it. Hostile spotted. Firing. Reloading. Spotted. Double timing it. Smoke out. Frag out. Reloading.
Reloading.
Off the mic. I'm spotted. Eating lead. Giving my shield a recharge. Giving him the chimney. Taking damage. Enemy spotted.
Damn. आज के लिए आई थिंक इतना ही होता है। आज के लिए इतना ही होता है। गुड नाइट, सी यू, टाटा बाय।